2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. G'day mates, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Quirk and John McCarthy. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Korn Ferry Tour next season.
We head down to the first tee now.
That is absolutely spot on.
Okay, Ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Time for the second shot into the first.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
He's currently sharing 10th place on the leaderboard. Let's take a look at this par 5 second hole. Nicely done.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. Ooh, that almost went down. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he's moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole. Going with the 6-iron here. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Well, this is one of those lies that dictates a shot, but it doesn't seem like it's a tough one. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. A bit long on that one. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's moving just a smidge to the left.
This putt is for double bogey. That gets the job done. And unfortunately, he'll move back to even par after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. Playing from 110 yards out. 5 strokes behind our leader.
This one is chewing fiber.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by 4 strokes. As we move to the 5th, it's a par 4. From about 130 yards here. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green. This would be a great up and down. Can he make one from long range? Good speed about it. Look at this. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. In she goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Wow, what a shot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Currently 2 under for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the 7th.
Going and going and going.
Well, this one's going right at the flag. A putt for a place in the top 10. Big putt for par coming up. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. He's in a share of 15th. We've arrived now at the par 3/8.
I think this could be a slight miscalculation.
Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. John, have you got a good read on this one?
It looks like this one's moving to the left, I would say.
Well, this looks pretty handy.
That was wide.
No! So close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. On the tee of the par 5 ninth. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Well, Rich, this is quite an interesting vibe, isn't it? Usually we're here for the Players' Championship and that's millions of people are watching around the world and thousands at the stadium course. But these players on the Korn Ferry Tour are sort of getting a glimpse of what life on the big stage might be like.
Well, I tell you what, I can promise you the pressure coming down the home stretch, playing 16, 17, and 18, trying to win this tournament. It's going to feel just like it does at the Players' Championship. These holes don't get any harder or any easier with or without the fans. It's going to be exciting to watch.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Wonderfully played. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. Job done. Let's head to the next. Currently 3 under for the event. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And now this to move into a tie for 6th. Always nice when the birdie putt's a short one. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 12th hole is a par 4. Well, this should find the short grass. Second shot here on the 12th. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's got 28 feet here.
This one's starting out to the left, but watch this one swing back.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Opting for the 5-iron. That's a little wayward.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
This putt for par here. This next putt is for bogey. Okay, let's head to the next. Currently at -3 for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 14th. Opting for the 6-iron. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. A spot in the top 5 on the line here. Ooh. Putting for par. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Teeing off here at the 15th hole. This is his second shot. Just a couple back from our leader.
This one is going straight at it.
8 feet to the cup. Birdie putt was oh so close to dropping. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
He's currently tied for 15th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
On the tee now, the 16th, and it's a par 5. Nicely done. Sitting at -3. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
So close. This is what remains for a share of 6th place in the standings. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 17th. 4 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
And that's 8 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 155.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
He finishes up with a par at the last. So there you have it, another round in the books. Time to go sign the scorecard, Rich.
Yeah, good shape. Top 10 after the first round with 3 to go. You're not going to win it on the first day, but you certainly can use it, and he's in good position to win it still.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time for our second round coverage of the event. Luke Elby alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. We'll be following our featured player who currently sits inside the top 30 as our coverage begins. Can he make a surge today? We head down to the first hole. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. That's going to set the tone for the day. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Always a nice way to ease on into your round, birdieing the first.
Now on the tee, fresh shot of birdie. A great opportunity to build on that momentum. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. Well, this would be a familiar spot. Rich, it looks like the same one as yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not as similar results as yesterday.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Setting up for his third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
He's currently tied for 14th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Stepping onto the par 3 third. Going with the 7. Should find the green here. Well played there. Pin high.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Currently 8 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Nothing like a bit of momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. That was special. And a chance here to move inside the top 10 in the standings. That one's come up short. And that should secure the par on this one. Now 4 back after that hole. Time to face a par 4. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
I think he's caught that one quite nicely. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
This one's looking good.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The 6th is a par 4. Yeah, that one's looking good.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. That's a well played hole, but in the end, just tap it in for a par. Just a short putt remaining here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. Well played, mate. Second shot here on the 7th. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Currently 10 under for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 8th hole is a par 3. Opting for the 5-wood. Setting up from the first cut here in the green. Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This one is for par.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
It's looking like left to right putt on this one.
Not sure if that one came out of the centre of the putter. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently tied for 6th. The 9th is a par 5.
Awesome stuff.
That's going to find the water, sadly. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. Yeah, that one will play. Here is his 4th. 3 shots off the lead. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Starts off looking good.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And this one will be for bogey. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Okay, Henny, this one's found the bunker. Is it lying okay?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
And he's managed to find the green, but midway from the flag. Have to rely on a good putter here. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
It's just about 3 feet away. And in she goes. That's a good save.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee. Great recovery.
Picking it up on the 11th hole here.
Pretty good shot there.
Sitting at 8 under. Has he? Oh, you beauty! An eagle! That'll help make a big move. And it's a one-stroke par far for our leader over the field. Here we have it. Trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here. That's heading for the fairway. Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And a chance to move into a tie for second here. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Just one off the lead after that hole. The 13th is a par 3. Going with a 5-iron here. That should set up another chance.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole. Oh, well done. Opting for the hybrid, I think. That one's just found its way onto the first step. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. How close was that to going down? This is a par putt. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. A 7-footer right here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. A chance to pick up a couple of shots maybe on the scorecard, because this is a short par 5.
Already in first place, trying to make that margin larger.
That's nicely done. Standing over his second shot. Currently in the lead by a shot.
This might be a bit too much club.
Nice recovery there. Just 3 feet to the cup. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. This would be a great up and down. And a par putt awaits him. That's disappointing. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Still in the lead now after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 18th. That was absolutely murdered. Around 110 yards to go.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
7 feet to the cup. Oh, so close to a birdie. Can he finish off his day with a par at the last? Nice round, well played. Yeah, Rich, that was a nerve-wracking day. It was tense, wasn't it? Drama-filled and a tight lead to end it.
Tell you what, Luke, there could be massive fireworks tomorrow with this player, slender lead. Are they going to be able to get a good night's sleep tonight? I'm not so sure.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. Third round coverage is about to kick off. Luke Elvey, Rich Bean calling all the action here. It's always terrific to have you join us. Taking a look at the leaderboard, and our featured player finds himself in a three-way share for top spot as we get today's play underway. Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Second shot here on the first. He's found the surface. Good chance here. Putting for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
And that putt will end up short. And that should secure the par on this one. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? He's currently in a share of top spot. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Don't you think of it. No, don't. Stay there.
This is his second shot.
And yeah, I don't think that's enough from the rough.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. An opportunity for a birdie here. And down it goes. Sitting at minus 14 now for the event. This one's a par 3. Looks to be going with a 6 iron. That was a bit of a miscue. Time for the second shot into the third. Lovely touch. Well played. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on. Currently has a share of second place. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. Handy effort, that one.
That dog will hunt.
And now this for a share of the lead. Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
So close to getting a share of the lead, but gone with that effort for birdie.
This shot from the first cut of rough.
Birdied this hole yesterday, but totally different circumstances today.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5 iron. Come on, sit. Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
That was a decent putt there. Holds it for bogey. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we are at the 6th hole. Well, that'll work there. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shots.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Sitting at minus 13 for the tournament. Next up is this par 4 hole. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. And just getting into the shot now from a very similar location to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, never mind. Go and make a par on the next. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
We've arrived now at the par 3/8. Going with the 5-wood. That wasn't full of courage, that shot. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, that one almost went in, but that slips past the hole with speed. Six feet remaining to the cup. Well, that one's come up shorter than we wanted. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead on the tee of the par 5 9th. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? He's setting up for his second shot. Maybe going for the green, are we? Good shot there, Beamer. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. Time for the second shot at the 10th. That's a good-looking shot there. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. And that should secure the par on this one. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
This is full send.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Well, he's judged that one beautifully from the sand. Just a 4-footer remaining. That's a fighting effort. Did it in strife, but managed to make a good score regardless.
That's what I'm talking about. Nicely done. Up and down for the birdie out of the bunker.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Second shot here on the 12th. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Just a short putt remaining here. He's at a tie for 14th place. Hole number 13, a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. The 14th is a par 4.
What a drive, look at that.
Lining up from the sand now. He's back on the surface, happy to have the flat stick in hand. 11 feet left to the hole.
These par putts, they keep around going.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, this putt will start out pretty straight and then take a little left turn as it nears the hole.
And this one will be for bogey. And he'll drop down the leaderboard after that effort. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. Great shot.
This one is all over it.
Good look at a birdie here. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5. Oh my, that was launched from about 200 yards out. This putt to move into a tie for 9th. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Pace is always important. Get that speed right. It's just about 3 feet away. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Here we are at the 17th tee. Going with the pitching wedge here. This remains for a share of 9th spot on the leaderboard. Ooh. Par putt coming up here. And that puddle drop. Well done. Currently 13 under for the event. And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. And this shot from about 150 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. Come on, get down. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
A bit too much club there.
And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, this would be a great par putt if you can make this. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. Well, that was certainly a tale of two nines, Rich, and well done for this player to fight through a sloppy start.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully, a better day ahead.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We've got final round coverage coming your way right now. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. It's 18 under for our leaders. We get things underway today. Now to the first hole. And let's see what he can do here today. Well struck. Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
A great birdie chance here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
He's currently tied for 12th in this tournament. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Attaboy, good shot.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Putting for birdie here. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
Oh, this has got a nice looking roll on it.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just a short par putt needed on this hole. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Here we are at the third hole, a par 3. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one looks to be on a pretty good line. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Just going to cruise on down to the left-hand side.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently 14 under for the event. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole. Not a bad line, this one. His second shot here. 4 shots behind our leader. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. And he's hit that inside the range. And this one to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. Oh, that would have been nice to make. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 4 strokes. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
From around 140 yards here. 4 strokes off the lead. This is beautiful to watch.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
He's in a share of 8th place in this event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Oh, that was mashed. Second shot here on the 6th. Outstanding approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just 3 strokes back. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. 7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie.
And it's a 1-stroke par 4 for our leader over the field. The 8th hole is a par 3.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
Oh, that's a pretty good break, that. Staying on the fairway.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This is what remains to get into 7th on the leaderboard. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Not a bad line, this. That putt seemed to lack a little bit of feel. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now 5 strokes behind. The 9th is a par 5. And just sneaks into the heavier grass there. This putt coming up is for birdie. John, what's the line on this putt?
Looking like a pretty hard right to left break in this putt.
Yep, that works. Nicely done.
Just 3 feet to the cup. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Not bad. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. A putt here to move to 16 under par. Header house. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Now 4 back after that hole. On the 11th tee now, a par 5. That'll work there. Standing over his second shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Lovely effort that. Oh, almost went in. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt is breaking right to left.
That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently 15 under par for the event. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. That one's got into some heavy grass, I think. Time for the second shot at the 12th.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
This putt to move into a tie for 9th. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Starting this one way out to the left. Just hammered that through the line.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Well, they're the kind of putts you got to make at this level of the game. And this one will be for bogey. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. Going with the 6-iron here. And he's safely on the green. 16 feet to the cup. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Well, I don't mind this par putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole. Well, on the tee now, coming off for par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Oh, well played. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Going with the 7. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 19 feet to the hole. Now look at this one come back. Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt. A par putt on the table. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at minus 14 now for the event. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole. Well, that's a handy shot. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And he needs this to save par. The putt drops and it's 14 under par, heading down the stretch. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Oh, that is bombed. Setting up this approach now from a similar spot to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this putt to move into the top 20. Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Just a short putt remaining here. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. This 17th hole is a par 3. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
Very crafty, that shot. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
An important par save.
Currently 14 under for the event. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Chance to shoot under par here. Make this for 70. So close. That's just about 3 feet away. And as that putt finds the bottom of the cup, he ends up at 14 under for the tournament. And with that, This player has qualified for the Korn Ferry Tour next season. A fantastic step in this player's career, Rich.
Yes, Luke, it's always a learning process as you move along through the ranks to get yourself onto the PGA Tour. This is a great start.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.